This intro is for Trayvon Martin and his parents. After hearing about this terrible travesty on the news, I felt led to share some deep spiritual insight because of the deadly and horrific loss of life for a young boy who didn't deserve to die. Any military vet or seasoned policeman will tell you the same thing now that most of the facts clearly speak for themselves. Is it any wonder we as a people call ourselves a civilized society when in fact it's never around when you need it? We can't even seem to distinguish between the truth and the lie, as the law protects those who lie more than the ones who do not. We look only to ourselves and those who rule over us to make sure things are put into their proper place to protect every living soul as much as possible. However, we have lost our way spiritually in prayer to God Almighty, and as a result, these terrible ungodly things spring up everywhere mankind is. People actually think it's the law enforcement people that will protect them from another's evil behavior, though how many murders happen worldwide? Countless as stars in the sky, since Cain killed Abel. Seeking the truth and justice of a proud nation as we should seems to lead us nowhere sometimes due to the crooked lawyers and prosecutors. In this sad story I've written these lyrics for is enough to make even the strongest of hearts fall to the ground, as did this young boy who committed no crime or injury, even to the one who killed him dead, and he damn well knows it. 1. He disobeyed the dispatcher's warning to back off and did his own thing. 2. When he could have kept his distance, called for backup while following the boy to see where he was going to go, but no! 3. Yes, he was indeed the aggressor, forcing the unnecessary action. He can hide behind that ungodly law with his lawyer all he wants, but God knows he's a murderer, and so does his parents. As the rest of us out here who have just half a heart and brain knows he was murdered in cold blood. You get what you pay for when you hire a rent-a-cop, if in fact he was being paid or just given the authority. Whatever. The song is entitled Trayvon, We're Sorry. And it goes like this. Things weren't going all that smoothly at high school one day, which ended up in a situation where I had to see the principal for a disciplinary action caused through something that happened in school. It was recommended I be suspended for a few days, hopefully to wake me up a little bit, getting me to refocus my attention and attitude that brought about this problem in the first place. After the suspension and talking with my mom, we decided it was time to visit my dad. Having a good heart-to-heart talk, rediscovering the family circle, would be a good thing. So I set off and met my dad, and we sifted through my own reasoning of what actually happened, making me fall off the narrow path for the moment, ending up losing valuable time from school. The next day I awoke, deciding to go to the nearby store. Got there and bought a couple of things I wanted, like a can of soda and a bag of Skittles candy. Left and returned into the residential compound, headed back to where I was staying when confronted by a neighborhood watchman on duty, who had already phoned into the dispatcher, telling him he found someone walking around inside the compound and was reaching for his waistband. The dispatcher immediately asked him if he was pursuing him, and he said yes. The dispatcher told him there was no need to do that, but he disobeyed the man's warning, confronting the young boy, crossing over the fine line, and became the aggressor. He asked me where I was going, and I tried to tell him. I was upset and wanted to know who he was and why he was bothering me. I wasn't hurting anyone. All of a sudden I saw him pull out a gun, and I started screaming for help as loudly as I could. He shot me in the chest, falling to the ground, dead. The watchman decided to shoot to kill, and he did so. He could have easily shot him in the leg if he felt threatened, like he said. No, it was more than bad feelings running through his heart at that moment. Once he searched the boy and found only a bag of Skittles on him and no weapon of any kind, made sure when the police questioned him, knew the right thing to say, trying to save his own skin. I felt my life was in danger and took the necessary action to defend myself, which was a damn lie if I ever heard one. Clearly this action was motivated by something more sinister than fear for his life. We're sorry, Trayvon. We truly are. The world has lost another son, and how many more will have to fall until the world wises up, realizing the deadly demonic side effects that plays out inside the hearts of people who think the power of a loaded gun is the only answer, destroying the very loving fabric of another family, brought to grieving sorrow, and our lives forever changed for the worse, for the young boy is no more. That's it. The end. And thank you.